Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Can you hear that? Outside, it's a storm. I love that kind of mood. Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 4. So cool! Today I'm gonna watch 3 episodes of Attack on Titan. It's gonna be so cool. You guys, where you are now, you know, watching the last season of the Season 4, I'm not... I'm not trying anymore to understand to which episode you are, how many episodes you have to finish that part of the Season 4, because I just learned, thanks to some of you, that we're not gonna have a movie after the Season 4, but we're gonna have a part 3 for this Season 4. And I don't understand, because a lot of you seemed annoyed by it, and even if I can understand because you were expecting something else and all, for me it seems better, in fact, because it means that we are gonna have a longer time, you know, on screen. They're gonna have more time to finish all of the stories, all of the developments of the characters, a lot of things. For me it really means more time, so I think that it's better, and it's also better because it means that I'm gonna be right on time for it, you know? For that last part of the Season 4, I'm gonna be able to post my reaction video, you know, for each new episode, and I'm gonna leave also what you are leaving right now to wait for a long time to have that part 3, and after that to wait each time 1 week to have a new episode. I never lived that with Attack on Titan, so for me, for a personal reason, I also think that it's a good idea. I want to thank you guys really a lot. I told you on a post on YouTube and on Twitter the fact that I was tired during these last weeks, months, because YouTube is harassing me. Like, that's it, now I'm not diplomat anymore with my words. There are bullies who are harassing me for each fucking videos that I'm posting on my channel, for everything now. You know, before that it was only Attack on Titan, because animes, you know, they have copyright issues that we can't understand and that we can't deal with, us reactors. Like, it's really hard to understand what they want, how they want it, so we have to fight really for each video. So that was already a mess, but now really each of my video, even for other shows, you know, even now for Netflix shows, and Netflix, they used to be fair with the reactors. As long as we were fair with them, they used to be fair with the reactors, you know, respecting the 10 minutes fair use rule. And me, you know, I was even going with stricter rules than that, because some people were okay with the 10 minutes and they were giving all of the scene, you know, like 2 minutes without any cut into it. Me, I was still cutting into it to give you only 8 or 10 seconds of a scene, just because I thought that it was really fair to play like that with the show, because again, we are reactors, we are not a streaming way to watch the show. But no, it's not enough anymore. Like, I don't get it. For Netflix, for everyone now, we have to fight, and that's really a mess. So I told you so on a post, and you were a lot, really a lot, to support me and to tell me to continue, to tell me also to be careful with my mental health, to not have that having an impact on my mental health. Guys, don't worry about it. Sometimes it's making me really, like, I'm exhausted about it, and yes, I already cried because of it, because you know that I'm an emotional person, so you can imagine that it's really frustrating when I woke up and I discovered that 12 of my videos are blocked suddenly for no reasons, even if they were already published since months. It can be exhausting, it can be emotional, but most of the time I'm really like, stop. You know why you're doing this channel, because you want to share your reactions and your thoughts, your theories about the shows that you love. You know that people, they can understand the issues that you have with YouTube, and they know that you are someone honest, you know that you are really playing fair with it, so they are not gonna judge you about that. Because you know, at some point I was like, maybe they're gonna think that I'm getting blocked because I'm someone, you know, who is not playing fair and stuff like that. But at the end, because of the fact that I'm totally transparent with you guys about it, I think that you know that it's not the case. I'm saying that to myself, you know, you have your channel for these reasons, and the reasons are still the same. So you're gonna continue, and really, I'm so glad that I have my Patreon now, because on my Patreon, I know that you're gonna have the videos right on time, when I want you guys to have it. For Attack on Titan, we have 6 episodes of advance, and with the versions that I wanted you guys to have. The extended reaction part or the full reaction part, I don't care, you know, like it's depending on how much I'm reacting during this episode. But no matter what, I know that you're gonna have them when I want you to have them, how I want you to have them. And that's enough, really. And again, I'm saying it each time, it's the best way to support me because of that, but also because YouTube, you can imagine that if there are total bullies with me, there are also bullies, you know, with the little tips that I could have with these videos. And again, I don't understand why, because I'm a little reactor. You can see plenty of channels, not only reaction videos, you know, but who are using copyright stuff and who are not getting blocked. And really, these persons, they would give you a lot more money than me. You're fighting for cents with me, like, I don't understand. It's like that. Okay, stop. For Attack on Titan, I'm glad to be back. 3 episodes today. I'm really trying my best to make a binge watching of 3 episodes each time to really enjoy my day, but also to have the time, you know, to really get into it and to sometimes change my opinion about things, change my theories and stuff like that. Did I change my theories and did I accept the time, situation, possible loop, time traveling thing? No. Let's be honest. No. I did not accept it. I processed the information, which is already a lot, but I still don't accept it because, again, with the 3 first episodes of this season and the fact that they are showing us how the Marley people, they are functioning, why did I say the Marshall people during these 3 first episodes of the season 4? During the editing, I was like, girl, during the episode you're saying Marley, during the intros and review, you're saying Marshall. The Marley people, we are discovering them, how they are functioning, and I'm glad because that's what I wanted at the end of the season 3. I even said it myself that it should be interesting now that we know the truth about this world to discover how the other side is functioning, is fighting, is thinking. Also because the only thing that we had about them, it was during the time of Grisha, so it was a long time ago. In fact, during these 3 first episodes, we discovered that nothing changed. Eldian people, they are still used, they are still considered as inferiors and all of that, you know, and they are still into that town, like prisoners behind walls. And Eldian people, they have to fight to regain some honor because of their blood, only because of that, not because of stuff that they did, that their ancestors did. It's killing me, you know, the fact that you are making people pay for something that they didn't do, they never did, they never had the intention to do, because right there, all of these kids that we have, they just want to fight, you know, and they are feeling guilty about their blood. That idea, you know, it's making me so sad, you know, to feel guilty about your blood. Just to imagine that, it's making me sad. I was sad for Reiner, you know, who was rejected again by his father, even if now he's an honorary Marley, you know, because he became a warrior. And we have, during the prison time, we have Falco, we have Gabi, we have all of them trying to be new warriors. I think that Falco can be a good new warrior. Maybe they are more Titan. And the fact that he doesn't want that fight, you know, he doesn't want that war, it's really interesting. Even more the fact that he talked with Eren about it. Eren is hiding. You know, during that moment, I was so focused on the fact that it's Eren, I'm sure of it, and to have the reveal at the end, that I paid attention to what he was saying, but not enough, and during the editing, I heard it again. And for me, you know, right after the episode, I was like, that's it, Eren is inside, he's acting as a spy, he wants some informations, and you know, he's doing in fact what Reiner and the other ones did into Paradise Island. And in fact, with what he said, analyzing it during the editing, now I'm like, maybe it's not the truth, like, maybe at first it was that, what he wanted to do, but he said it himself that he doesn't want to come back because he doesn't know how his people are gonna take what he discovered. I'm not sure that he thinks again that he needs to attack these people, you know, the Marley people, and to kill all of them. Maybe he discovered that they are not all bad, you know, and they are just obeying to orders, and they were just brainwashed since they are young to think like that. The Marley people, but also the Eldians used by the Marley people, all of them, they are so used to act like that, to think like that, and they are punished if they are thinking differently. So it's really hard to break that, you know, to break that process and to also fight it from the inside. So I can understand why Eren, he would think, discovering people like Falco, that you don't want to fight them in fact. I'm gonna stop this intro right now and let's go for this episode 4. Like I said, if you want, you have my Patreon on which we have 6 episodes of advance, and I'm putting extended or 4 action parts. I can't know in advance, it's depending on the episode itself. Like for the episode 1 of the season 4, I put a 4 action parts. The episode 2, the extended one, and the episode 3, the full one, I think. With all of these flashbacks, that was so great. And I'm putting a lot of 4 action parts, in fact, for Attack on Titan, because there are big episodes, so many things are happening, and I'm reacting so much, I can't cut into that. Okay, let's go for this episode 4. I think that until the festival, and until an attack, an incident which is gonna happen during the festival, we're gonna stay with the Marley people, to after that discover that it's our guys who did that incident, that attack. You know, to reverse the thing. I miss so much our guys. Yes, Levi! I miss Levi, stop! I'm not gonna talk again. About my Levi. I miss you, my dear. Do you think that he miss me?
この時間にどこに忘れ物をしたんで、これから本部に取りに戻るところです。ファルコ、頼みたいことが。何ですか、クルーガーさん。手紙を送りたいんだが、この所要服から中身を確認された。
You're gonna use him to send a letter, maybe to our guys? I didn't talk about the fact that he lost his leg. It's Eren, it's gonna come back. Zeke, he wants their help. They have the Hammer Titan. Something like that. A lot of kids. No one knows which one of you is the Hammer Titan. It's a good way to function.
ここにはヘイロス像を見に来た。100年前、人間でありながら大地の悪魔を打ち破り、世界を救ったいいことだった。勇ましく美しく傷一つない。
Oh!
マーレの魂そのものだ。
Oh! They're gonna make an explosion for that statue. You know, that festival, I was talking about an incident, an attack. But I want to hear that story about that soldier.
もしマーレを裏から操る者がいるなら言ってやりたい。党に手遅れだと。本当に容赦がないな、隊長。
Yes, I was gonna say it, like he's speaking really freely, even about his doubts.
我々はマーレの食材として自由と力を与えた。エルディアもマーレも闇夜に投げ出された。
その責任はタイバー家にある。来たる祭事において世界に全てを明かすつもりだ。マーレには再び英雄が必要なのだ。
Yourself, your family, you have really that much power?
おはよう、僕。こっちの方がしっくりくるんだ。びっくりさせちゃった？
あ、
エルディア人に喋らせた我々が間違っていたんだ。パラディ島作戦は順調だな。上官方は大変聡明であられる。
例えば、4人の子供に全てを託す。
like they did 9 years ago, no?
抜いた。ファルコがガビを抜いた。ファルコが今さらどんな成績を残そうとガビの優位は動きませんよ。
You think?
これは歴史的快挙よ。
An historic feat.
恥ずかしくなってきた。今さらあんたが比較対象になるわけない。鎧の継承者を発表していない。その日が来るまで俺はやることにいるんだよ。あんたの家は兄貴が獣を継ぐんだからもう名誉の名人になれるのに。
Ah, the entire family is?
お前のためだよ。
Yes, to protect you. We knew it. Did she?
私の邪魔しといて私のためだって言いたいわけ。わけわかんないんだけど。
Oh, girl. Oh, no.
救世主だ。ガビ。
いや、私ソフィアなんで。
Nah.
食べてブラウン区長みたいに大きくなるんだよ。
ありがとうございます。
Kids.
本当にこの収容区の中で宣戦布告をやるのか。ここに世界の偉い人を集めてお祭り
A
って。
big one, a lot of persons. A good place for an
じ
attack.
ゃあマーレの問題は全て解決して最高だな。無理だって思ってるの。俺の一家は外国の収容区から移ってきたからわかる。外国のエルディア人に対する敵意はここの日じゃない。じゃあ
That much?
エルディア人を理解してもらうためだよ。私たちは悪魔じゃありません。
Oh, you can't change your blood and they ate your blood. It's awful.
卑屈にしてたらまず無理だから。あと
One day she's gonna live what Reiner lived, you know, with his dad.
私はありのままで問題ないでしょう。可愛いし頭もいいもんだから。
I love your confidence.
よりクマに見えてきた。あんたは今度ファルコひいてきた。泣かす。
大掛かりな解体工事が必要だと。老朽化が深刻でした。
Demolition of what?
軍は国家のものです。そしてこの国の最高司令官はあなた。
Yes? Officially, I mean?
私はたまたま順番が回ってきただけの男なんだよ。
You're the voice of your family, but I don't think that you're the Hammer Titan.
その者どもによると我が家にはすでにネズミが入り込んでいるようです。
レーガーさんのおかげですよ。正直今からガビの評価を上回るとは思います。
Why are you saying that it's all because of him? Because he's encouraging you?
何度も手紙のやり取りを手伝ってくれておかげで助かった。
I think that you're sending information that the kid is giving you.
俺も進まないとな。祭りが終わったら故郷に帰るとする。
What did I just say? You were a spy to have information about the festival. But Eren, you know now
座ってもいいかね。
that they are not all bad, you know. Ah? Red!
区の新料理のイエーガーだ。ここにはたまにお茶を飲みに
Jäger?
来るが。
Is he your grandpa? No.
あの少年の叔父はエルディア復権派の
That's the second time that you are seeing that word. I'm wondering, were they the one creating, you know, Ymir, making that cult? Or Ymir?
おかしな疑いをかけられては浦井助の努力が無駄になってしまう。
Right.
家族のもとにお帰りなさい。もう会えなくなってからでは。
I think that you're his grandpa.
家族に悔いがあるようですね。お借りしない日などないよ。あの日息子は妹を連れて帰る。
You are!
私だ。全ては私だ。
You're not a doctor. You're one of the patients. You became crazy after what happened to Grisha? Oh, you don't know. at some point is so crazy that no one is gonna believe him. But at least maybe it can get away his pain, you know, for some seconds. Waiters, you're the next warriors and now you're waiters. Oh no, Udo!
ワインを着物にこぼしてしまいまして手を借りていましたの。
Oh, she's so nice! On the contrary of the two other guys.
どんな目に遭うかわからないでしょう。
What I said about Falco, about what Eren, he saw that Eren, that not all of them are bad and stuff like that. They are forced to be like that, to not be punished, and they are brainwashed to be like that since they are born. Really? Ambassadors from the entire world. King of our saviors, really?
皆様をレベリオ収容区に招待させていただきます。私と同じ血が流れる民族、エルディア人という悪魔が住む家です。その悪魔を使って他国を虐げ、悲劇は繰り返される。
All of this music, this dance, this food inside of this town. I'm not used to it. Oh guys, I'm so glad that you can experience that. Reiner. Reiner, you stayed alive for them, remember? That's what you said. I'm expecting a lot from Reiner, you know, right now. Ah. Oh, it means that we're gonna have a little reveal. A little or big one. I think also. No. If I don't have the to be continued, for me it means that we're gonna have something at the end. Nothing at the end? Ah! Is it a spoiler? Someone in you? Eren? You want to warn him of something, or maybe you want him... You want Reiner to meet... Eren? No! No trailer, no spoiler. But I have the impression that this is a spoiler, like this is a teaser, not a trailer. That was a teaser of the next episode. I don't like to see sneak peeks, you know, I don't like to see what is gonna happen next. I really hope that it's not a teaser, you know, that it was really an hidden scene, you know, that we're not gonna discover that again during the next episode. I don't like that. Oh, it felt like a teaser. I'm disappointed, you know, I want these scenes with all of the context that they're gonna have really during the episode in which they are supposed to be. It's not fair to play like that, to put a teaser and to introduce it like it's an hidden scene when in fact it's not. An hidden scene, it's something else, not something that we're gonna discover into the future. Oh. That was good, that was a good scene, that was a good moment, but I don't like to discover it like that. Reiner is gonna meet Eren? For sure. He had to. I mean, for sure. It means, Eren, that you want to reveal yourself? That you trust Reiner? Because right there you can't attack Reiner, you can't fight right there. If I'm right about all alone with your guys, maybe more with your guys because of all of the letters that you're sending away. If I'm right about that, you're gonna attack during that festival. But why did you want to meet Reiner first? Maybe because Falco told you about Reiner and what Reiner told him. Maybe you think that Reiner changed his mind and you don't want him to be there during the attack, nor Falco. Or maybe you think that Reiner can join you. At least you want to let him that possibility. I don't know. I think that really Eren right there, he wants a discussion because of what he thinks of Reiner, because of him all alone, or because of what Falco told him. Okay, I'm not gonna talk more about that false hidden scene. And let's go back to this episode. We were with these people, the Marley people, but also the Eldian people used by the Marley people, like always now since the beginning of this season 4. It felt so good, you know, to have this town being like that right now, to have them discovering what music is, what dance is, what food is, you know, what enjoying yourself can be. Yes, it felt great, and I'm glad for them. As much as I was glad for Falco to finally beat Gabby, and after that to confess that he did it for her, and her, she doesn't understand it because she's a teenager and she can't see that he has feelings for her, when for us it's so obvious because we had him saying stuff like that since the beginning of this season. It feels great, and it feels great, you know, that the writers are showing us how these people are living, you know, are feeling stuff, are humans in fact. So when our guys are gonna attack them, it's gonna feel wrong. And that's what I wanted, you know, I said it at the end of the season 3, I wanted to see how it was functioning for them, I wanted to discover more things about them and to spend time with them, just to show that people are not all white or all black, you know, are not all nice or all bad. And that for sure, all of these people, since they are born, they are brainwashed to think like that. The Marley people and the Eldian people used by the Marley people. The Marley people, they are brainwashed, they are taught, you know, to hate the Eldian people and to treat them like that. The Eldian people, they are brainwashed and taught to act like that, to fight for their honor, to obey and just to obey. And the ones on both sides who are acting differently, they are punished for that. So, you know, that woman right there, she's not even a Marley people. We had that explanation at the end, and still she had to hide the fact that right there she helped that kid. She knew what would happen to him. You know, Udo during that moment, like, it's so bad, and I don't know again how to end a situation like that, because again they are getting punished if they are doing something against what is happening, you know, how it's functioning inside, and outside if they are intervening, it's by doing battles, you know, a war, fights, so people are gonna die, and they're gonna give even more reasons to fight them. Do you understand what I mean? They're not gonna convince. If they are fighting from the outside, they're not gonna be able to convince people inside that how they are functioning, it's not good at all, and they need to change that. And for sure, it's not good at all, like you are punishing people for their blood, not for their actions, for their blood. And again, it has to be awful to feel like that, you know, to feel guilty, ashamed of your blood, like it's inside of you. You know, the symbolic of that, it's something inside of you that you can never change, that you have also because of your family. So what, you are feeling guilty and ashamed because of your family, you know, the ones before you, it's awful. That was so good, and such a good idea to have Jaeger's grandpa. Such a good idea, you know, I didn't think at all that we could have him on screen, you know, and even less talking with Eren. But it's such a good idea to see the consequences that it had, you know, Grisha disappearing like that, being arrested like that. They think that he's dead. It was cool. Not cool because the guy was so sad. It was just interesting and great to see that he's feeling guilty about it, and it made him crazy to lose his daughter like that, and after that to lose his son because of what happened to his daughter, and he's feeling guilty about it because he thinks that it's his fault, that he pushed his son too much, Grisha. Again, I hope in a way that Eren at some point is gonna tell him the truth, because the guy is crazy, so no one is gonna believe him, but it can be a relief, at least for some minutes. I don't know. Eren, again, the fact that he lost his leg, I don't care about it. Like, we saw a lot of things happening to Eren, and he always came back with all of his members, so I'm not afraid for Eren. All of these letters that he sent, I think that it was to our guys, to organize something to happen during this festival. It's the best time to attack, you know, you have all of these VIPs right there, you have all of these members of other nations right there. Like, it's truly the good time to attack, but not to attack to kill. For me, you have to attack to spread the truth, you know, to show the truth to everyone. For a symbolic attack, you know, you need right there to make a symbolic attack to spread the truth and to show what is happening. And like something like destroying that statue, it should be great because it's a symbol. I'm really voting for a symbolic attack right there and something to spread the truth. I don't think that it's gonna happen like that, but at least that's what I want and how I would have done it. Because trying to attack right there to win, you know, to kill people, you can't. You're inside of that territory. Even if right there you manage to kill a lot of people, you're not gonna get out of this place, you know, alive yourself. So don't attack to do that so directly, you know. That's what I think. But yes, Eren is using Falco. I'm a little afraid of that because right there, I think that Eren told to Falco, come, go search for Reiner, I need to talk with him. But when Falco is gonna discover that they know each other and why they know each other, all of that, he's gonna discover that Eren lied to him. And Falco is a good boy, and since then, you know, he believed that this war was not a good thing, so being used like that by Eren, I'm afraid of him changing his mind about it, of him, you know, switching. I'm afraid of it. On the other hand, I hope that at some point, Gabi is gonna understand what is happening and the fact that all of what she wanted since so long, you know, it's based on something wrong. And, you know, okay, she's really loyal to all of that, you know, to this society, to these people. Like, she's really the one who is believing the most into all of this process. And you can say, okay, she's the most blind about the situation, but she's also the most genuine about the situation. So I think that if at some point you're telling her all of what is wrong and with real proofs, she's gonna believe you and she can switch really easily, in fact, because again, she's so genuine and honest about all of her reactions and her thoughts that I don't think that she would accept it. Do you understand what I mean? For now, she's so blind about the situation because she truly believes into it. Tell her that she's wrong and show her why, how, and maybe she can change her mind. In fact, she's gonna be so disappointed and that's gonna be such a rough stuff for her. But at the end, if I have to vote, you know, in fact, for one of these four to switch, it's gonna be Falco for sure, but again, that betrayal, I'm not sure. But it's gonna be for Gabi, more than for Udo, who truly believes that Eldian people, they can't repair their fault, you know. All of what he lived outside, he said that outside, in other, you know, towns like that, they are treated badly. I don't want to visit these places. Oh, I think about it, Jaeger's grandpa, he had the red one because of Zeke. Oh no, it was the grandpa from the other side. I was like, Zeke, we saw him, you know, being welcomed by his grandparents. But no, it was the one from the other side, from his mother. Oh, your mother, if you knew what happened to her, Zeke. Okay, I'm gonna stop this review right now and I'm gonna watch 2 more episodes today. That's gonna be great. For you, it's gonna be on another day. If you are on YouTube, you can already have this episode on my Patreon. Again, remember that on my Patreon we have 6 episodes of advance. You can be interested. But it's all for you for today and it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Great.